guys. So once again, back to rant and rave. Want to ask you a question and have you ask some other people this question. And it's probably something you've never thought of. And the people you're going to ask, if you do ask, have probably never thought of it in these terms, but maybe they should, and maybe you should. I've been thinking about it a lot in the past few years. It has affected some of my relationships, and that's a choice I was willing to make. It may yet affect some others. And again, that's a choice I'm willing to make. But I want you to think about this. Ask a friend of yours. Ask a family member. It could be one or the other. Doesn't matter. I've got them. I've got both of them, so I can do it to any of them. But let's say it's a family member. I love you. You're part of the family. I care about you. Okay, I'm sure you've heard that before. So then ask them a series of questions. First question. If you could, would you come into my house and take some of my property from me? If you could do it without any recriminations, without getting in any trouble, without getting in trouble with the law, would you come into my house and take some of my property? And now I would imagine most people are going to say, well, no, I wouldn't do that. It's your stuff. It's not mine. Okay. I mean, you would certainly hope that's how they'd answer it, but who the hell knows anymore? Okay. So you got that question out of the way. Second question. If you could, with no fear of recrimination or being arrested, if you could take money out of my paycheck every week and use it for yourself or for whatever you wanted, would you do it? Well, of course not, they would say. I mean, it's your money. You earned it. Okay. That you would hope that would be the response. That seems to be a reasonable response. It is my money. I did earn it. So, yeah, you would hope they'd say that. Third question, final question. If you could, without fear of recrimination, take away one or more of my rights as a human being, my rights as an American, in effect, you would be affecting my freedom if you took away some of these rights. Would you do it? Well, Floyd, that's crazy. Of course I wouldn't do that. I mean, it's not my place to do that. I don't have that right. Okay. Again, you hope that's the answer you'd get, but nowadays, who knows? Okay. Now then, having answered no to all three of those questions, I want you to ask them this. Then why do you vote for people who would do those things to me? See what kind of reaction you get. Why would you vote for somebody who would come into my house, the police, the military, and take my property, like my legally purchased and legally owned firearms? I haven't harmed anybody, haven't robbed anybody, haven't shot anybody, haven't threatened to shoot anybody. But you don't like firearms, and you don't think anyone should own firearms. So you are willing to vote for people who have promised you that they will come after legal gun owners' firearms. Now, how do you think that's any different than you simply coming into my house on your own and taking them? You're simply hiring an agent to do it for you. That's all you're doing. How about my money, my paycheck that I earn every week, every 2 weeks, every month, however you get paid? You say you would not come and take my money because it's my money. I earned it. But you'll vote for people who promise that they will raise my taxes and take more of my money. Income tax, personal property tax, sales tax, tax on phone, tax on gas. I mean, make a list of all the taxes you pay. And these same people who say they love you, who say they care about you, and they only want what's best for you, will vote for people who will take that from you on their behalf because they knew it when they voted for them. That's what they promised they'd do. When Bernie Sanders and Joe Biden and Hillary Clinton promised to raise taxes to pay for certain programs and to cover certain spending, you know damn well who they're talking about. Oh, they'll tell you. They'll tell you we're only going to tax the rich. But isn't it funny how every time they say that, then we start seeing the level at which you become rich getting defined down until it's right there in that middle class range where you and I live and work. I never thought of myself as rich, but apparently when it comes to taxes, I'm pretty damn rich. And finally, when it comes to taking away your rights, to taking away your freedom, not just as an American, but as a human being, they'll tell you they won't do it themselves because that's just not right. They don't have the authority to do that. But they'll vote for someone who will. They'll go right into that poll and they'll punch that button or punch the hole in that card or whatever it is, however they vote where they live. And they'll sure as hell take your rights from you. Of course, they can always make the claim, well, I didn't do that. That politician did it. Yeah, well, who voted for that politician? And now, if you think I'm going to let the Republicans off on this one, guess again. Because they have their own pet causes and pet spending and their own methods for taking away people's rights. You know, let's look at the LGBT community and gay marriage. There's one. Well, what the hell right does anyone have to tell two men or two women they can't be married? You don't have to like it. You can think it's weird. You can think it's gross. But it's none of your damn business. If they want to get married, then let them get married. But, you know, there are Republicans, conservatives out there who want to make laws that say you can't do that. Well, what the hell gives you that right? Just because your personal way of looking at things says that's gross or that's wrong, okay, fine. Don't hang around with gay people then. Try to avoid them. You know what I do when I see people I don't like or hear people I don't like? I don't lose my mind. I don't demand new laws to stop those people or get rid of those people or prevent those people from doing what they do. I just avoid them. I ignore them. Happens every day. There are millions of people out here, and I haven't even met yet, that I'm sure would annoy the hell out of me if I did meet them. And of those that I have met and I don't like for varieties of reasons, I just avoid them. How hard is that? It can be done. So both parties love to do this crap. They like to pass laws, and their adherents, their partisans, their party faithful are right there backing them up. Yeah, man, you go. We need that new law. Pass that new law. Don't let those people do that stuff. Smoking marijuana, well, marijuana's a gateway drug. How about that highball you had at the party last night? How about those beers you had with the boys after the game last night? Those aren't gateway drugs. So, you know, I get tired of hearing this crap from both sides, but they both do it. But people keep voting for this stuff. And what's really annoying is the politicians in many cases will tell you right up front, here's what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to vote. This is the law I want to pass. And if you're Republican or Democrat, doesn't matter. You just go, good for you. We need more laws. And those people over there are crazy anyway. They shouldn't be allowed to do that stuff. So let's pass a new law. It's mind-boggling. It really is. Don't talk to me about liberty and freedom when you're willing to squash someone else's liberty and freedom. It works two ways, people. If you don't respect somebody else's rights and their freedom and their ability to live their life as they see fit, then why would you be surprised if someone wants to take away your rights? It works both ways. It's time to wake up and realize that. So again, just for fun, if you want to test somebody, let's see what kind of answers you're going to get. Just ask them, would you take my property? Would you take more money out of my paycheck? And would you take away any of my rights? And in each case, I can pretty much guarantee you face to face, they're going to say, well, no, I wouldn't do that. But then ask them at the end, would you vote for someone who would? Have you voted for someone who has? And just find out what they say. It'd be interesting to find out. Let me know if you do. I'd love to see it. Y'all take care.